Hello, everyone. It's Mark Wilkinson here. I thought I'd come on a few minutes early. We had a fantastic session last night where I was doing a DJ mix across various platforms, and it was fantastic. If you want to listen back to it, all you need to do is go to mixcloud.com/Mark Wilkinson official. That's mixcloud.com/Mark Wilkinson official. So yeah, look, it's there for you. We had a great night. There was a couple of big birthdays, so we had a lot of good birthday love and a lot of good vibes in the room, and it was excellent. So we're going to do every Saturday during this sort of lockdown time. It's all been it's been strange times, but we're making Saturday nights a little bit more awesome, and Sunday nights hopefully with Ask Mark Anything. So welcome along if you're joining us now. What I would say is that the Saturday nights and the DJ mixes have been going really well. Sort of about 300 people watching those, and we get lots of interaction throughout those. We're doing great as well with these videos, and I'm really pleased that you can join us. If you want to make a comment or anything and you want to say hello, then you can do what Lewis has just done and go like that. Look at that. How cool is that? So if you'd like to be a part of this, good evening to I'm not sure it's sunny Spain, but it's probably a bit chilly. But at the end of the day, if you would like to get your face on the screen, or you'd like to make a comment or say hello, then please do as we make our progress through Sunday evening. But yeah, look, I mean, it's weird times, but at the end of the day, there's still lots of ways you can reach people, and obviously I'm really enjoying these lives. It's been an interesting week. I've had a few good questions that have come in. One of the ones that came in actually straight away was for a friend of mine who was struggling with some sleep. And he said he's really finding it difficult to sort of wind down and relax. And he asked me for a few tips. And I was happy to share, because at the end of the day, if you're not well rested, you're not going to be effective throughout the rest of the day. So it's so important to make sure that you do get some decent rest at night. And one of the things I found as I got older, that I would wake up quite a lot in the night. So I started to make a few changes to my sort of evening schedule. One of the things I like to do is I like to switch screens off, good half an hour before bed. I also like to clear my mind a little bit, and I read a book, clearly. I've been reading a lot of books, actually, just to show you. Here's the last manuscript of Life Remixed. Here it all is. I've been going through that. Emma and I have both read that over the weekend. So the last manuscript prior to the sign off and the absolute finish. So we're really pleased with what we've achieved with the editor and everything. And there's some amazing people that have contributed, and some fantastic endorsements that are coming through. So I'm really happy about that. So big love to everyone who's supporting. I really appreciate that. We are also going to do a Life Remixed event for people that do pre-orders and make pre-orders. So if you'd like to do make a pre-order, just go to markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop, and we will be doing a live event. Probably on the first Saturday of March, I think. We're just going to confirm the dates, etc. But really great, that we're going to have, all the people that have pre-ordered together in a room, and we're going to do a Life Remixed event, and we're going to help and guide and show some strategies and talk about a few things that I think can help anyone, basically. Make any of us make improvements. We can all learn, we can all grow, we can all do more. So or be, do, and have more, I should say. So yeah, look, as I say, Emma's done a good job with the lockdown here. She had a bit of a haircut there. But as far as one of my friends was asking about sleep, I thought that was a very interesting question, and it's definitely something that we've got to get right. So I think it's very important that we understand that we can relax before we go to sleep. Read a book, calm down. I love to get a book and read before bed. I love to have a warm bath as well. I haven't got candles and smelling salts or anything like that, but a warm bath before bed with some relaxing Radox and all that kind of good stuff in it is actually really great, and it helps me sleep now 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours straight out, which is really great. Obviously, not drinking lots of caffeine during the day. I've heard that caffeine stays in your body for 14 hours, up to 14 hours. So if you're drinking it at lunchtime, it might still be affecting your sleep, certainly as you get older. Drinking lots of water, of course, You know, finding ways to be able to like concentrate on what you're doing in the moment, and then clearing your mind and getting back to sleep or getting to sleep. Really, really vital that you do that. So yeah, I know I helped him. One of the other things that I have looked at as well when I get over jet lag, when I've had jet lag as a DJ and stuff like that, was also a few milligrams of melatonin, which don't take it forever, but it can certainly help you help you get regulate your sleep patterns, I think. So that was really important. If you've got any comments or questions or anything like that, or you'd like to say hi, then please do just put them on the chat. Yeah, we're getting a few questions coming and a few ideas for people to reach out to us. But yeah, I think I had an interesting thing about trust. Someone reached out to me about trust and trusting people and how to do that. I think everything starts with you. I think everything starts with yourself. Everything starts within. That's one of the things from The Secret, is actually understanding that it all starts with you, all stems from you. If you start looking out and reaching out and blaming or not taking responsibility, then you'll always have a bit of a challenging time. Once you start to take responsibility for a few things, you can start to understand them and feel better. But I read this and I really liked it, so I'll read it to you. Trust is letting go of needing to know all of the details before you open your heart. I really like that. Trust is letting go of all of the details. Trust is letting go of needing to know all of the details before you open your heart. I really like that. I thought that was a really, really great interaction and a great piece that was sent to me, and I really enjoyed that. So I think, you know, it's about learning to trust, isn't it? But first and foremost, trust yourself, and then you'll attract people that are trustworthy. So you know, I hope that helps. We are going to be doing, as I said, we're going to be doing this Life Remixed event coming up. We're going to do that for the pre-orders, for the people that make the pre-orders. We're going to put on an event especially for you guys. If you want to get one, just go to markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop. Just got to say a big hi to Michael Brown, and also to Hans and Pierre, all joining us, all giving us shouts. Hi, Jason. Hello, mate. How are you? Yeah. I've had a great week. Thank you. I've been very, very busy. We did a great Hillmont Associates e-colors training on Friday afternoon, which we'll share some pictures from and some videos from as well. Really, really interesting. And we're going to be doing an e-colors training as well for Life Remixed clients as well. So if you're interested in joining, do reach out to me and we can talk about that as well. There's a good one from Lewis. Thank you, Lewis. For sleep, he reckons a book called Brain Chains by Theo Companoli, PhD. I hope I've said that right, Lewis. Excuse me. Theo Companoli, PhD. Excellent. Yes, I shall look into that myself. I think what it proves is as far as books goes, no matter how you're feeling and no matter what you're experiencing and no matter what you'd like to achieve, someone somewhere has written a book about it, and you can find it and actually like get in there and actually learn from them. You know, people do write books. People write books. Here we go. I just told you the last manuscript of Life Remixed is here. We printed it and we read it, and we're ready to go. And that's ready to get out there. You see some of the pictures and stuff in there. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, someone somewhere has written a book about something, and I think it's really, really cool that you can actually learn from other people. Lewis, Jason says, great work. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so we'll be letting you know about these events that are coming up. We're doing a Life Remixed e-colors event in a couple of weeks, and we're also going to do a Life Remixed for anyone who pre-orders the book. That will be just around the release date of the book as well, and we're hoping to have quite a few people on that. So at the end of the day, we're here to help, we're here to support. You know, if you'd like to join any of those, then please do just reach out, you know, during the week or whenever I'm back on live, and by all means, I'll give you all the information. But start to watch this space. Excuse me. As I said, if you go to Mixcloud, if you go to Mixcloud, you can listen back to last night's DJ mix, and all of these videos are everywhere, everywhere in the videos around my timelines for all of my pages. So anyway, yeah, all good. So this week coming up, we've got a fantastic week. We've got Danny Rampling is going to join me live on Wednesday evening. So we're going to be live Wednesday evening at 7:30 p.m. with Danny. So that's going to be really cool. He's read the whole book now, so we're going to be talking to him about his experience with the Life Remixed book and what he thinks about it. And that's going to be a really, really interesting conversation. Obviously, Danny's got a great history. I had another question about enjoying life and how do I find that sort of peace and that inner peace to enjoy my life. I think first and foremost, the first thing to do is give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to fully enjoy life. At the end of the day, if we're human beings, we find ourselves lots of ways to cause ourselves problems. And I think it's so important to actually get out there and actually give yourself the permission to fully enjoy your life. Once you fully enjoy your life, you can start to feel good. I read in philosophy, I did some philosophy studies, which I really liked. And one of them said that happiness is within. And yet we do a lot of things to try and make ourselves happy, when the things that are outside of us are actually pleasure. So they're pleasurable. Yeah, that's great. I don't know, playing golf or going to a nightclub or listening to music. It's all pleasure. That's all pleasure. It doesn't make you happy. It gives you pleasure and you enjoy it. But happiness is different. Happiness is actually an inside job. And once you can start to actually feel happy about yourself, then the rest of the world starts to be happy and starts to help you and support you. So I thought that was a really good one. But give yourself permission to fully enjoy life. It's not meant to be a slog. It's not meant to be a struggle. The bottom line is that it can be great, but you have to create it. You have to create it, and obviously that's what a lot of Life Remixed is about. Savvy Wisdom, Peggy McColl's book just turned up. Those of you that saw me interviewing Peggy and Judy, we've got her new book here that says Savvy Wisdom has the power to change your life. I love reading books. I love understanding, some fantastic information from great authors. I'm going to read this, and Peggy says she's going to come back on for an interview, and we're going to talk about it. But she's talking to Hollywood and Netflix, etc., about film deals and stuff like that already with this book. So that's exciting. So I'm looking forward to talking to Peggy more about that as well. If you would like a 2021 calendar, I haven't thought of a question, but I am going to think of a question this week. I'm going to start to post it, and if you would like to get yourself a 2021 calendar, you can win yourselves one by answering us a question, and we're going to come up with that this week, because I've been thinking about it for an hour or so, and I haven't come up with a good question. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat box, or put them in the comments, of course, as well. We're here to help, and at the end of the day, these are good calendars, and they're ready for you to be sent out. We were talking about I was talking about vibration. We were talking about the law of attraction and the law of vibration on a couple of things, and it's really interesting, because lots of people don't understand about the law of attraction. They think if they force it and force it and force it, keep forcing it to think positive, keep forcing themselves to think positive, they think it's going to work. It doesn't work that way. There's a universal law that says force negates. Force negates. Remember that. Okay. If you try and force something, if you forced anything in your life, try to force or make something to happen, it ends up negative. It's not about forcing the law of attraction. It's not about forcing positive thinking. It's about becoming aware. It's about learning, acceptance, forgiveness, acceptance, and gratitude. As I've said before, it's really about understanding these things, and then getting yourself to a point where you're not forcing anything. You're a human being, and you're just accepting what's going on around you, and then you can influence the things that you can influence by starting with your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. I read this. I love this one. The only constant in life is change. Everything moves. We are living in an ocean of motion. So what vibration are you in? We're all vibrating. We're all vibrating non-stop. I'm in a good vibration these days. I talk good words, I think good thoughts, I talk good words, I act and give good deeds, etc. And my vibration is going out like ripples in a pond across the world to all of you guys that are watching, including Jeff. Hello, Jeff. How are you, mate? Thanks for being here, mate. Really appreciate it. Look, at the end of the day, we all live in this ocean of motion, and as soon as we understand the law of attraction and the law of vibration, then we can start to be effective, really effective. We can start to make change. We can start to do things more effectively. Are you a millionaire right now? Are you living the life of your dreams right now? It is possible. You can do these things. You can step up. You can make changes and make your life something that you can be really, really happy with. When you're sitting on your rocking chair and you can think to yourself, I've done a great job there, because that's what it's about. Most people don't even think about that. Bottom line is when you're sitting on your rocking chair, I don't know, 80 or 90 or whatever, 100, I hope, and you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, was that good? Was that good? Did I really, really go with it? Was it a great time? Say hi to Michael there as well. But was it a good life? And at the end of the day, that's what you've got to look back on. And I accidentally used Lewis's book title there at the end of the day. Do go to my recommended reading before Life Remix comes out. Go to my recommended reading and buy a few books from that recommended reading list from markwilkinsonofficial.com. You can go straight through to Lewis Seniors. You can go straight through to Kevin Green's. At the end of the day, it's called that, and there's some fantastic books that you can read there. But as I say, you must get yourself into a good vibration. It's so important. Law of attraction only works when you don't try and force it, but you just accept it, you work with it, and then you start to vibrate in harmony with everything that you would really, really, really like in your life. That's good, Jeff. That's really good. Yeah, here we go. Look, Jeff, he's in there. Yeah, I think, did I ask myself, did I do a great job? That's right. That's a great question to ask yourself, Did I do a great job? I like to think about giving people the impression of increase. So every single person I interact with on this video and every single person I interact with throughout my entire life, throughout the DJ mixes on a Saturday night that we're doing, Monday motivation tomorrow at 8 a.m. and then the rest of the schedule on Tuesdays and Wednesdays throughout the week. Do I leave an impression of increase? Do I give people something where they can go, right, okay, I could do that. I can actually make a change. So that whole thing about relaxing and sleeping, just you've got to wind down, you've got to calm down at the end of the day, get some good rest and then go again, wake up in the morning and go, get the right amount of sleep for you so you're happy, and then go for it. So really, really important that you do learn to have that relaxing time as well. And obviously that's what Sundays are about, right? So really, really important that you get there. So as I said, we're going to have a Life Remix free VIP event on the 6th of March. If you'd like to join that, then you just got to get in touch and talk to me about that and make a pre-order of the book. So go to markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop and you'll be able to join the free event that we're going to do. I was asked a lot about, overcoming challenges. And one of the things I really want to talk about, one of the things I really want to share is that, you've got to overcome challenges. You don't overcome them in 30 seconds. You don't suddenly go, all right, okay, that's done. Although you can make a decision to say that it's done, Sometimes you've got to work at things. You've got to work a bit harder. Anything in life that you really want takes commitment. Yeah, it takes real commitment. And repetition is mastery. I can't say that enough. Repetition is mastery. That's something that came up quite a bit in my book when I was reading it. The other thing that came up quite a lot in my book when I was doing the read for Life Remixed, the last read through, was responsibility is the key to freedom. Now, when I first heard that many moons ago, I was like, I don't really get it. I've spent my life trying to dodge responsibility. Being a DJ and dodging a bit of responsibility and running around the globe, and actually, I think it was interesting. It was an interesting quote, and I heard it a few times. But once when I heard it, once the penny dropped, I went, right, okay, I get it. As long as I take responsibility for everything, myself, and then everything else that's going on around me, my results, my relationships, my friends, my family, everything. As long as I take responsibility for all of that with my work colleagues, my business partners, my clients, everyone, take full responsibility for everything, I will be free. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to learn this stuff. And that was part of it. But the repetition is the mastery. It's like building a physical muscle. You must commit to build your mental muscles as well. You've got to keep building and building and building. Another way to think about it is certainly about like a garden. It's about making sure that those negative weeds don't take root. When negatives can take root in your mind, if there's a lot of them and they build up and up and up, then the garden's just an absolute mess. From my perspective, I get a gardener to come in and fix it. But from the respect of the mind, I've been coached. So someone else comes in, gives me some coaching, and then I go, yeah, okay, all right, I'm ready, and I'll go for it myself. It is repetition. It's repetition of mastery. It's learning, it's study. It's about making sure that you really, really, really understand the messages and then how you can move forward. Another question that came in, I thought was an interesting one. Hang on, what's what we got here from Jeff? Let's have a look. There we go. Well, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's interesting, Jeff. I mean, the bottom line is you just got to feel good about what you do. You got to feel good about what you do. You know, I even now, right? I'm not the greatest of public speakers by a long shot. Right now, I'm not the greatest of public speakers by a long shot. But I tell you what I do. Even when I go out and give a public speech, or I talk to people, or I'm out and about and I talk to a group, no matter how brilliant, and I wish I'd done this when I was a DJ, Jeff, you'll relate to this being a DJ. I wish I'd done this when I was a DJ, even because I used to be quite harsh on myself. I did DJ terribly, no one liked it, my mixing was off and all that kind of stuff. You know, I used to beat myself up like that, like crazy. You know, sometimes for a week before the next gig, you know. Now, with the public speaking and the events and the training, the coaching, and all the things I do, at the end of every session, I give myself a little pat on the back and I say, "Well done, mate. That was good. Yeah. What have I learned? What can I do better next time?" And that's it. And that's just constant growth. But growth, being kind to yourself. You know, start with you. You know, if you want other people to be kind to yourself first, and then that kindness will grow. So really, really important. You give yourself a pat on the back. For whatever efforts you're making. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be the best possible thing you can do at that moment. Here's another question that came in. You talk a lot about not getting affected by things going on outside of me. How is this possible? How is this possible? How is it possible to not be affected by things that are going on outside of you? Practice. Practice. Keep practicing until all of a sudden, all the things that are going, all the noise that's going on outside of you no longer affects you. It takes time. I've been studying this stuff since my collapse when I was 33. So 17 years I've been studying this stuff, and it's been 10 years in the making to get my own book written. I need to be more prolific. I think I'm going to set myself a goal of writing the follow-up to Life Remix within the next 2 years. So I should have one out by the end of 2022, 23, something like that. But set yourself some goals and go for it. But yeah, not being affected by things that are going on outside of us. We might have a difficult relationship in our family or a close partner, or we might have a difficult relationship with colleagues or people at work. It's a challenge. I know it's a challenge. It's really, really difficult. But it takes time to strengthen up. You know, repetition is mastery. Read a lot of books, study a lot of things, you know, grow your own understanding. Yeah. Grow your own understanding to such a point that you know you can be in a really positive place. And if someone is having a go or there's some kind of problem or something like that, I just keep a very, very kind of like neutral position. And I allow people just to sort of blow themselves out. I've seen that before with people who are raging. I've been on sites in construction and stuff like that. People are raging, and I just don't respond. And I just stand really, you know, present and correct. And I just let that kind of like, you know, I let that person kind of blow themselves out. The anger eventually, you know, one guy was shouting at me on a construction site because he was so frustrated and he was letting loose. And it was probably for about 15 minutes. It felt like it. And I remember standing there and I didn't respond. I didn't react. I didn't respond. I just stood and listened and listened and listened and listened. And later on that day, we calmed it down and we let it carry on. And later on that day, he came back to me and said, "I'm really sorry about that." I said, "It's okay. Don't worry. You know, it's fine. I understand you just had to let go of that anger. Sometimes that's just pent up emotion, and it's really important to release those emotions so we can do that." Jeff, thanks for the question, mate. How did you start to write the book, and at what point did you make the decision? Well, first and foremost, I decided to write the book about 10 years ago now, probably actually slightly longer, maybe 11 years now. I was an international DJ. As far as I was concerned, I was quite high flying, Ministry of Sound, going all around the place, thinking I was doing well, top 10 hit and all that kind of stuff. I just think it was something that I just had to do. I had to write this book. I think the moment came when I recovered from my first bout of the incurable dis-ease. When the first you know, I've been through a whole process, you know, probably from 33 to about 38. I was diagnosed with this disease. I couldn't walk. I was suicidal. I had all these nightmare things that went on. Then I got bankrupt. It was like, oh my God, what's going on? And you know, I had a choice, and I was like, right, you know what? I'm going to try and do something positive. I'm going to dust myself off. I'm going to do something positive in the world, and I'm going to help other people, because I've realized that I love to help other people. And Lewis will be smiling right now, because my e-colors through the Equilibria e-color system, I'm a yellow blue. And if you listen, I don't know if I've actually got this here, but there's a little bit from Lewis's forward, which is quite interesting. I'll read it to you. Let me just find it. It's worth listening to because it's beauty. Right. So I always came out in Equilibria. I've recently changed to a yellow red, but at the time I was yellow blue, had yellow blue tendencies. Listen to this. People with these propensities are best described as relating socializers, typically focused on people rather than tasks. They have a strong desire to help others. Hello. Yeah. They like to be liked, or even better, loved. Yeah, I did. You know, I've kind of, you know, moved past that a lot. I do like to be loved, but I'm okay about it. Now I've balanced out myself more by using many tools, including e-colors. Emotionally driven, don't like confrontation, and struggle to say no for fear of upsetting someone. Actually, several people whose e-colors are yellow-blue describe themselves as party animals. If you knew Mark back in the day, do any of the behaviors described here sound like him? I mean, yeah. Yeah, they do. So look, I'll just put this up from Karen. Karen, thank you. Yeah. Lots of love. I really appreciate that. I'm here to help at the end of the day, and I hope, Karen, you'll you'll get involved. You know, come to the Life Remix free event. We're going to VIP event. We're going to do for people who pre-ordered a book. Just go to markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop. You can buy the book now, tonight, $9.99, and you get to come to a free event with all of us. 6th of March, we're looking at for that. So that'll be cool, getting everyone together. But back to Jeff's question. So I decided that I had a dis-ease. And when I learned that I could actually recover from a dis-ease by being at ease, that was like mind-blowing information to me. And I was like, I need to share some of this. Here we go. I've got a few more people coming in. This is amazing. Facebook user, you need to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, and then I'll know exactly who you are, but also yellow blue. Brilliant. Okay. Yes, here we go. That's it, Karen. Listen, I'm here for you. And Box, I was thinking about you just the other day, Box. Amazing. And it's law of attraction. I was thinking, I wonder what Box is up to. And I was remembering Box. Do you remember the London Marathon? My first London Marathon, when I came around the corner, I was shattered. I was about like a mile from home, and I was in absolute bits. And Box was standing there, and I literally I could have shaved 10 seconds off my time, I think, but I stopped and gave you a hug, and I was like, Box, and all I heard was shouts, "Go on, Wilkie!" And there it is. Love it. That's amazing. But look, what I would say is, you know, write in the book, and at what point I made the decision. I made the decision when I realized that I could recover from a disease by being at ease. And when I realized that, I thought other people need to know this. And I thought, okay, so I'd like to write a book, but at the moment I'm bankrupt. I'm on my ass. You know what I mean? I've got no money. I'm in absolute bits here. What am I going to do? You know, and how am I going to recover? But I knew in my mind, I was like, well, once I've recovered enough in my own mind, once I've recovered enough, I'm actually going to recover enough. I'm going to write Life Remixed. And I knew I was going to do it. And I thought, well, what a great story it would be if I could go from unable to walk for 18 months to then running marathons. I thought that would be a great story. That gave me a chance to be able to do it. So I did that, and I did it really quickly. Here we go. Yeah, it was a hot, sunny day, mate. It was a hot, sunny day at the marathon that day. But when I finished the London Marathon, that was a life-changing moment for me, because I'd been unable to walk. I'd run the London Marathon. And by doing that, I realized the power of my thoughts, and I realized the power of visualizing, because I had visualized myself getting across the finish line of the London Marathon in 2009. I'd visualized myself doing it. And I was like, right, I'm definitely going to do this. And I just for about 4 months, I trained hard. I went out for long runs. I did good nourishment and everything. I cleaned up my act. I'd sorted myself out. I got myself into such a place, and I visualized myself running around by Buckingham Palace just after I saw U-Box. I visualized myself running past Buckingham Palace and up on a sunny day, running up that finishing line and finishing the London Marathon. I'll tell you what, when I did it, it was mind-blowing. It was absolutely mind-blowing. If I could share screen, I'd probably show you the picture. But now I'd have to try and find it. It's in the book, of course it is, as you would expect. I'm not sure which chapter. Well, I can't find which chapter it's in exactly. I should have put some markers in, really. I've got I've got a training photo. There's a training photo of me running for the training sessions. There I was there doing that, and it's really cool. It's really cool. You know, once you start to visualize what you really want in life, and there's a great story in there about how I visualized myself, you know, fully, even down to what I was wearing the day I finished the London Marathon. So yeah, I've made that decision, but it's taken me longer than you would have expected, 10 years to come up with this book. But actually, it's perfect timing. Of course it is. The universe provides. It's perfect timing. It's absolutely the right time for me to release this book now, because the other part to the story is going from bankrupt to financially free, and that's been amazing. So, you know, bankrupt to financially free it's taken longer than just 4 months training and running the London Marathon, but at the same time, it's taken longer, but it's been an amazing journey, and it continues to be an amazing journey. And I'm thrilled that I can be like this now, even at 50 years of age now. You know, it's something that I can really do to help the world. Facebook user, thanks so much. Lots of clapping, love it. Thank you very much. You're getting some great comments in here. Love you all for being a part of it and getting involved. But yeah, you know, it is a fantastic story, going from unable to walk to running marathons. But I also wanted it to be more. And to be fair, there'll be another version at some point that will even go on further, because obviously there'll be more of it. Look at that. Facebook user, your story is inspirational. Right, looking forward to it, but not long to go. That's it. February the 23rd is the release date. If you'd like to pre-order, I would love you to pre-order, and I would love you to join our VIP event. You know, just go markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop. Got it. Yellow, blue. Yes, Diana. Yes, got it. Yeah, brilliant. That's brilliant. Yeah, I mean, look, there's not long to go until the book comes out. You know, I'm going to do this VIP event for everyone, because I just want to say thank you first and foremost. But I also want to share a few strategies that I think are going to uplift you. So we're going to do an online Zoom event, and it's going to be great. So I'd love you all to be involved in that. Box. I think my marathon days might be over, mate. I've had a few NEOPs in recent years, due to the second bout of arthritis that came up. It was not as serious as the first one, but the second one came up because I was highly stressed in a corporate role. That was not the perfect time for me. I think that, or, you know, it wasn't the perfect role for me, and I got very, very stressed in it, but there was a lot of responsibility on me. I had to keep things going. I couldn't just walk out of that job, and it was very, very difficult for me. And so that stress in that work environment brought the flare up, which brought my knees. I mean, I've some pictures of my knees in the book that are like, you know, prepare yourself. Like, knees are like footballs, you know, in them. It's rotten. But it happened because I was highly, highly stressed. You know, some people might say, oh, well, you collapsed when you were younger. Well, that's all that mad lifestyle. Yeah, I can accept that as a comment. You know, no worries whatsoever. What I would say to that is that the second time I had this huge flare-up, a massive flare-up in my knees, I wasn't drinking any alcohol. You know, I was in a very, very clean place. I had let some sugar back in and a few problems in my diet, but I was stressed and highly stressed at work. And my body just went, no. And so if you are starting to feel any kind of major stresses with work or with, you know, any kind of environment, wherever you're in, I think it's really, really important you understand the stress and you understand that actually it can have a massive negative impact on your body, you know, but it's coming from how you're thinking. So either accept the situation or work to change yourself, or change yourself, you know, take yourself out of the situation. There's three choices there. Really, really important that you you step up with that, So my marathon days might be over, Box, but depends when you're doing it, and I'll see what Emma says. We'll see, Box. We'll see. Oh, look at this! It's beautiful. Look at that. Look, Karen, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Life Remixed is going to help you with this book. I promise you that. There's some strategies in my book, that's going to help you. Another book I would highly recommend you read is not Life Remixed, clearly, is You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. If you can read You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, you will understand a lot of emotional impacts behind dis-ease. I haven't got the book to hand. I think it must be upstairs in my upstairs office. You will understand a dis-ease. And when you understand a dis-ease, you can start to make some really informed decisions, really, really important, Karen, really important. Jeff, bet your emotions are doing overtime. You crossed the finish line. I actually crossed the finish line. And there's a funny photo that I haven't put in the book. It didn't make the cut, but I will share it with you all. On the free event, I would do it. If you want to buy the book right now, go to markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop. Okay, Karen, I've seen your message. Thanks so much. Go to markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop. $9.99. Bless you. Thank you. Read the book. There's some things in there that are going to help every single person who reads it. From relationships to work, to business, to understanding self, to e-colors, to the mad DJ days. It's all in there. It's been a few years of putting it all together, but it's I promise you, I'm reading it, and it's I've read it myself just this weekend as the third edit, and I can't wait for you guys to read it. Honestly, I'm so over the moon that we've pulled this together. I must credit my wife for being so supportive. She's logical, she's detailed, and she's helped me so much. So. There we go. Yay. I reckon that might be Diana. Yes, it is. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. And when you put pen to paper, did you see the finish line? The visualization piece. The visualization piece is the most important thing in anything you do. Write down what you would like, okay, and then take it away and think about what you would like, and then start to act upon it. We've got this positivity pack here. Again, when you pre-order the book, you'll get a free positivity pack. We're going to give away a few calendars as well soon. But yeah, you get that sent through. It's got goal setting. It's got get in action. It's got a little sneak peek of the book. It's got the fulfillment grid. This fulfillment grid in itself, honestly, life-changing. If you can actually fill this out, if you want to look at a fulfillment grid there's 9 boxes there that you can actually fill out for yourself and have a look at and make things happen. How many people do you know, and I know this myself because I used to fall into this trap. How many people do you know who that is their only box, relationship? Everything in their life is relationship and there's nothing else covered. Yeah. And then when the relationship goes bad, they're desolate, they're destroyed. It's because they haven't balanced out in all of these areas. Write down personal growth, spiritual growth, family, community, alone time, playtime, balance. You have to balance and you have to write it down and you have to visualize. If you write things down and you visualize things, you can be unstoppable, honestly. I'm just speaking from experience. I'm not special. I've just done it because I know that, it's a positive thing to do. Thank you very much. Not fast, okay. I think you're still talking about the Sydney Marathon, Stu. Yeah, mate, that's it. Work stress is hard to deal with and does take a physical toll. Stu, 100%. My dis-ease flared up again because of the work stress, and it was so important to understand that and then change it. And nowadays, again, I've got multiple sources of income. I'm happy, healthy, and wealthy. I'm married. Everything is cool. It's not some lucky, isn't Mark lucky? No. It isn't luck. It's just following strategies. You follow strategies, you move yourself forward, you learn, you grow, you study. And by the time you're sat on your rocking chair, when you're 80, 90, 100, how old you're going to get to, I hope, you can look back and go, yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. Didn't I do a great job, Karen, how do you buy the book, Karen? Thank you. Yeah, just get yourself over to markwilkinsonofficial.com and big love. I really want you guys to join me on the free event that we are going to do in the coming weeks. I'll give you more information. Yes, mate. Yeah, Marcus Aurelius, philosophy. Amazing stuff. Really fascinating guy. And wrote some amazing philosophy. And philosophy has been passed down the ages, by the way. You can go back to the Greek philosophy, you go back to 2000 BC and all sorts of stuff. There's philosophy, human nature, it doesn't really change. It doesn't really change. We just learn, and a lot of the times we lose our way. In the modern world, we can lose our way a lot. I know I did spectacularly. We've got another one here. Look forward to reading. Bless you. Love you all for being a part of this. Jeff, you're right, mate. It is all about the balance. Yes, there you go. Look at that. I love the fact you're all here with me tonight. Like I said to you, got an amazing week. Danny Rampling's going to join me Wednesday evening. Danny's written part of the forward to Life Remixed. So Danny's written the forward part 1 about how we met. He says at the end of his forward, it's time we all followed Mark's example and designed the life of our dreams. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate that, mate. That's an absolute beauty. As I say, this is Life Remixed. Here it is in last edit form, ready to go. And Danny will be with us on Wednesday evening live on Straight Talking. So enjoy that and join us on Wednesday evening 7:30. Here I am in Russia DJing to a few thousand people. That was a great event. There's some great stuff in here, but there's also how my addictions took over and actually, brought me down. And at the end of the day, they brought me down, but you can actually reinvent yourself and actually move on up to a new place and do something more effective. Here we go. There's the London Marathon finishing photo. There it is. 2009, finishing the London Marathon. DJ Mark written all over my top and everything. Look at that. Now, the funny thing about that is I don't really look like I've run a marathon there. I actually look quite good. I look quite good, all things considered. But I found all the photos. The 2009 London Marathon photos are still online. And if you go and have a look, you can Google search them. Go and have a look. There's another picture of me crossing the finishing line. I'm in agony. I'm literally like, that's a nightmare. That one hasn't made the cut to the book. But you guys are watching me. You can find that if you just go on the 2009 London Marathon finishing photos, put my name in, you'll see it come up. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Emma, look at this. Look at Emma. Emma and Ant, your positivity is infectious. Thank you. It's all about music. It's all about joy. It's all about bringing people together. It's all about love. It's all about happiness. Bottom line is that we're only here for a short time. Life goes so quickly. Promise you. I mean, as a 50-year-old, I'm telling you, it goes really quick. So how about we enjoy ourselves? How about we enjoy ourselves and move forward and bring a lot of love and joy into the world? And that's all I'm doing. Playing music on a Saturday night and then doing these lives. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. by the way. So we'll be doing that at 8 a.m. tomorrow. And we're back for Monday Motivation, which is amazing. I like that one. Oi, oi. There we go. Thanks very much. Just remember, guys, if you'd love to come up on the screen with me with your comment, all you've got to do is put all you've got to do is go to streamyard.com/Facebook and just do a couple of clicks and you get authorization. And then I'll be able to see your name and see who it is. So, yeah, good old Danny. Yeah, he'll be joining us on Wednesday evening, mate. So that's great. And yes, all we DJs at some point have to reinvent ourselves. I got an interesting endorsement, actually, just the other day. I'd love to read it to you. It's somewhere. I didn't prepare for it. But a friend of mine is an ex-international cricketer. And he said to me, he's read the book and given an endorsement. His name's Tony Murphy. He's a fantastic fella. He said, I read Life Remixed and it completely resonates with me because he was an ex-cricketer for Surrey. He was amazing, great cricketer, and he had to change his life completely because there's not many old cricketers around. Sometimes, you choose a career for 20 years and then you have to change and remix and do a different one. And at some point we have to reinvent ourselves. That's right. And, I heard some stories about some older DJs that I knew that were up there in their sort of 50s and 60s that had given their life to music. And then they were working in some very menial jobs. And I was like, that's not happening to me. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take a different path. And all my studies, all my learning, all my growth, moving past the disease, moving past the addictions, moving past the madness, all of that stuff is in Life Remixed, and I'm happy to share it with you guys, and I hope it's going to be real help. So look, I just want to say thank you all so much for being here this evening. It's been beautiful to see you all. Stay positive, keep smiling. This too shall pass. Yeah, we're not gonna let this beat us. This lockdown time. We're going to absolutely move forward. Here we go, Diana. Thank you. Look, here's Diana. I love it. Love the concept. It's wholly possible to remix the life. It is. It is completely possible to change everything. It's possible to change anything and everything. You can change. Many people. It's a whole nature versus nurture debate. Of course, we're genetically most like our parents. Yes, definitely. We're genetically most like our parents. But then we're trained and we learn from them. We learn by vibration from everyone around us. Think about the vibration that perhaps your parents or the people that looked after you and everything that you were around, that vibration, unless you were brought up by complete Buddhas, absolutely totally at peace, acceptance, at ease, unless you were brought up in that incredible environment. I'll give you an example. Richard Branson, his dear old mum, literally just died in the last week or two. Richard Branson, read one of Richard Branson's books. Phenomenal. His parents said to him every time he went, "Can I go?" They went, "Go for it, learn, find out." How many times, my parents, bless them, they did their best. Be careful. Be careful, watch out. It's a scary place. The world's a scary place. It isn't. I promise you it isn't. Okay. So at the end of the day, if you've got children, encourage them to go for it, because we're only here for a short amount of time. On that bombshell, I'm gonna love you and leave you. It's been amazing. Thank you so much for all of the interaction tonight. I will also jump onto the internet and finish off the conversations with you guys. MarkWilkinsonOfficial.com/shop for the book. We're going to give away some calendars, the positivity pack, all that great stuff, right? At the end of the day, we're here to help. We love helping. We love putting smiles on people's faces. And I've got nothing but love for every single one of you. I'll be back tomorrow morning for some Monday motivation, 8 a.m. Yeah, and then Tuesday evening, Life Remix samples at 7:30. Wednesday evening, 7:30 p.m. Danny Ramplin is going to be live with me talking about his experience of reading Life Remix, which is going to be exciting. And Wednesday morning, I'd like to jump on and do Well Done Wednesday and just have a catch up with you all in the middle of the week as well. So look, go and enjoy your Sunday evening. I'm going to go and relax on the sofa with Emma, and we're going to watch some great shows and enjoy ourselves. Listen, guys, I've got nothing but love for you. See you later. Bye.